Are you a disabled veteran like myself? You're probably wondering if there's some added benefits and some things that may help you out when it comes to buying your house. If you're exempt from certain things, if there's ways that it can really help you. And it's very well deserved, right? It's very well deserved for you. In this video, we're actually going to be talking about the benefits and things that you may have at your disposal if you're a disabled veteran looking to use your VA home loan right now. Welcome to your military PCS guide channel. On this channel, we make sure you know everything about your PCS to your next duty station. We talk about the do's, the don'ts, the local area, and what to expect, and getting you in contact with our team of trusted local specialists and veterans such as myself who can help ease that transition. We appreciate if you hit the like button. It helps any other military service members PCSing around the country be able to find these helpful videos. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified every time that we put out a new video on this channel. And look, our team gets so many reach outs from military service members just like yourself every single day, and we absolutely love it. If you're PCSing and looking to get in contact again with myself or a trusted local specialist, you can reach out, you can shoot us that text, send us that DM, send us an email. You can skip all that and use the Zoom link down in the description below if you'd like to go ahead and set your appointment. However you want to get a hold of us, we got your back when PCSing to your next duty station. A really cool deserved benefit for disabled veterans using their VA home loan can be state property tax exemptions. Now, this varies a lot. Every state really pretty much has their own criteria, so it really does depend on your state. So we're going to leave a link down in the description that you can go click and you can go see what it is that your state may offer you. Again, it depends on the severity of the disability or the rating of the disability, the state guidelines. There's tons of things involved in this, so it's not a one-size-fits-all approach, but it's definitely something that you should be looking into if you're a disabled veteran and then you've already either used your VA home loan and you're trying to figure this information out, or you're going to be using your VA home loan and you want to see if there's any added benefits that are well deserved for you, like state property tax exemptions, which could end up saving you thousands of dollars depending on what state it is you're in and the property tax that is in that state, right? And as long as you meet the guidelines and criteria. So let's go ahead and pull this up, and I want to read this so that you see it for yourself. Most states offer some form of property tax break for those with qualifying disabilities. These tax breaks will vary from state to state, as well as the eligibility criteria for them. That info provided by militarybenefits.info, and the rest of the info on this video specifically coming from militarybenefits.info. But as you can see right there, basically what I just said beforehand, we just want to make sure that you had the visual of it, that you may qualify for some state income property tax benefits, or sorry, not income, but state property tax benefits, depending on, again, several different factors. But it is definitely something that you should look into.
Another advantage you have as a disabled veteran when purchasing a home is VA disability income or compensation. Now, this isn't going to be the case with everyone, and everyone's going to have a different amount that they're going to be receiving if they're receiving compensation. Typically, this is going to scale in percentages by tens. Bottom line is you can use this income to qualify for a home loan. Now, the way you're going to document this or determine this is going to be through your VA certificate of eligibility or through a compensation award letter, which you can get off of va.gov. va.gov is formerly eBenefits. They've moved everything from eBenefits now. It redirects over to va.gov, but either way, both of those things are going to suffice for documentation. Ultimately, contact your loan officer and see what he needs or she needs as far as documentation goes.
Number 3 on our list is going to be the Specially Adapted Housing Grant. This is actually a really cool benefit for those who may have had certain injuries that do qualify for this grant. Now, just to remind you that the word grant definitely means money that you don't have to pay back. They are granting you funds to help fix or adjust your home that may be needed for certain disabilities that you may have, like blindness, loss of hands. Certain things really do apply when it comes to these grants. these grants are used, and it can also be used, in conjunction with your VA mortgage, right? So it can be a standalone grant that you're requesting, or it can be in conjunction because the house may be being built, certain types of things like that. So definitely something to look more into, but let's go ahead and pull this up and make sure we read this correctly for you so that you can see it for yourself. The VA SAH grant, or Specially Adapted Housing Grant, is for qualifying disabled veterans who own their home or four homes owned by an eligible individual and assist with living independently in a barrier-free environment. The SAH grant is capped at $100,896 for fiscal year 2021. So I know it says 2021 and we're now in 2022, but there it is right there for you, and much of the same still applies. The Specially Adapted Housing Grant is for those who may have lost limbs, blindness, severe burns, those types of service-connected disabilities that may help you qualify. Please make sure that you do go read and check and do your own due diligence before you say, Ryan said. Let's just make sure we're doing our homework. We're just providing that information. But these are things that are obviously deservedly so benefited to you. And remember that these grants can be applied for either individually or along with your mortgage. Let's look at some of these other benefits that disabled veterans have when using their VA home loan. Quick interrupt, just wanted to let you know that there is a ton of other information on this channel, not just about the VA loan, but if you are PCSing around the nation, there's tons of other playlists. You can even go into like the little search bar on our channel specifically, and you can type in the base or the city that it's around and see if we have that information available to you at this time. If not, we are guaranteed we are definitely working on it and building these teams around the nation, to help military service members just like you PCSing around the country. And we want to go ahead and remind you to hit the like button. It helps anybody else be able to find this information. Hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified anytime that we upload a new video on this channel.
So VA home improvements and structural alteration grants are intended for qualifying disabled veteran with a documented medical need for alterations or modifying a certain area of a home that's a primary residence to make a certain area more accessible. Now, unlike other VA grants that are similar in this category, this grant does not have qualifying medical conditions. What that means is it just needs to be deemed medically necessary by a physician. An example of this would be building a ramp over or around stairs for a veteran or service member that's not able to traverse the stairs, right? So let's say someone was confined to a wheelchair and they needed that ramp to get up or around those stairs. With that, the doctor said, yes, this needs to happen, and the veteran has a rating with the VA, they likely would qualify for this kind of grant. It's definitely something to look into if this situation pertains to you, because not many people know about this.
Number 5 on our list is the VA Special Housing Adaptation Grant. That was a mouthful, but this is really cool benefit and grant for service-connected disabilities that actually do apply. The VA Special Housing Adaptation Grant is something that's, again, really cool because you can use it multiple times depending. It does have a cap, right, when we're talking about the amount, and we're going to read and show you this and read it to you here very soon too, but it's something that you can use to help either modify the home that you're living in, because it's all primary residence, places that you're living in, right, where you call home. But it's pretty cool because you can use it multiple times until you hit the cap to really make the adjustments or modifications in your home. So let's go ahead and read this and see what it says. SHA grants are available for veterans who have qualifying service-connected disabilities to help adapt or purchase a home to accommodate the disability. Those who qualify for the VA SHA grant program are eligible for a maximum of $20,115 in fiscal year 2021. That is data from 2021, right? But more or less is still the same when we're talking about using it in the future. And as long as these things don't change, and if they do, we will definitely let you know about VA loan updates or VA or disabled veterans purchasing homes and updates with those. But as of right now, like I was saying, it's pretty cool because that's the cap. So the $20,000-ish range that I just mentioned is sort of the cap. So if you have a project that may only cost like $6,000, for instance, then you still have $14,000 left if you needed to apply for the grant to have some other things done, right? So again, it says up to 3 times if you go in and you look at the link and do your research with it, up to 3 times until you hit that cap. So that's actually a pretty cool thing there. It's not like a one-time use and you've got to use all 20 grand now or you lose it type of thing. It can be basically used to accumulate up to that depending on what it is that you need done for your home, for your service connected that you're eligible for. Number 7 on our list is the VA Temporary Residence Adaptation Grant. Now this is also something that's very cool because maybe you're a disabled military service member with the service connected disabilities that meet the requirements for this grant. And really what this is for is if you're living in, let's say, for example, a family member's house and you need to have that family member's house changed in a way, right, so that it meets your needs and criteria as a service-connected disabled veteran, then you can use this, or you can apply anyway, and then if you're approved, use this grant to help change and modify the family member's home, so that it does meet the things that you need as far as being a service-connected disabled veteran, right? And the things like it could be wider doorways or something like that, depending on what the situation is. And remember, there's always criteria that come with this, right? So you have to meet the criteria and be eligible. So it's not just like, I have this and I saw this video that Ryan made, so and Ryan and Ridge and the veteran group, right, they just made this, so that must be true, right? Make sure you do your own due diligence. We're not telling you things that you just automatically qualify for. You have to qualify, you have to meet these criteria. But let's go ahead and pull this up and read more about this. The VA TRA grant is meant for veterans who need funds to temporarily modify a relative's residence to make it more accessible. Those who qualify for the VA SAH and VA SHA grants mentioned also qualify for some form of TRA assistance. So like I was saying before, we went ahead and showed that to you, that it's basically used something that you may be eligible for to modify someone else's residence, your family member's residence, for you while you are staying there. So definitely look into that a little bit further and see if that's maybe something that you need and you want to pursue.
Another benefit to understand with the VA loan, if you have a disability rating with the VA, is your exemption from the funding fee. Now, the VA funding fee is a one-time fee that the VA charges at closing that can be paid out of pocket. Typically, it's financed by most people, that allows the VA to guarantee that loan. And in turn, the VA guarantee is what incentivizes lenders to provide VA loans with no down payment requirement. Think of it kind of as the VA's cost of doing business. However, with a VA disability rating, veterans or service members are exempt from the VA funding fee. So if you have a rating and you can receive compensation from the VA, or you do receive compensation from the VA, you likely are exempt from the funding fee. You can see this on your COE that you can get through the VA, or you can ask your loan officer. They can pull your VA COE, and they will let you know and confirm with you if you are indeed exempt from the funding fee.
All right, we just hit you with 9 items for disabled veterans like myself who may be eligible for state property tax exemptions, grants, a lot of other different things that you may not have been aware of. So if you made it this far, don't forget to hit the like button. It helps anybody else be able to find this information. Hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so that you get notified anytime that I upload a new video on this channel. And like I mentioned in the beginning, we get so many people just like you, military service members, active or reserve, disabled veterans, all reaching out, hitting us up, shooting us a text, giving us a call, sending us an email. We absolutely love it, and you can do the same thing too. So whether you're trying to buy a home in your hometown, wherever it is that you may be, or if you're active in your PCS into your next duty station, don't forget that you can reach out. On this channel, we've got tons of other videos about the VA home loan benefit, PCSing to your next duty station, and tons more. All those are going to start popping up for you right now.